if you told me that I would go into it and all those people would watch it, I think I would probably have run away. But because they did, and because it's been useful, it's given me a belief that that problem of having to stand in front of an audience and speak and feel confident is really resonant for people. Tick. And that I was able to manage that moment, which was scary and high risk. And so I have some expertise on how to do it. I mean, it's limited, right? But it's there. And those two things are really powerful. And I mean, books came out of it as well. So there was, I think I'd written Gravitas before I did it, but certainly Find Your Voice came out of that talk.
You know what you didn't say, and we were talking about numbers there, and it's the obvious next thing, is what you haven't said is, and the fact that 10 million people have watched it validates me. That's not part of your, doesn't seem to have impacted your self-esteem in that way of, oh, I must be good at what I do. That seems to be something that you're pretty fine with already.
I think so I mean, this is probably a deep therapy thing.
Let it out.
Because I struggled so much with what I was being taught at drama school. I have this, and stuff that happened earlier on in my life, perhaps I found it hard to find my voice. And so I've got such a big belief in helping other people do it. It makes me feel, it gives me a good feeling. The fact that 10 million people are interested in learning about that, that's really powerful. And that makes me feel really happy. I'm an introvert. So the thought of being looked at by 10 million people is utterly just, I don't want to think about that. But I like the fact that lots of people are interested in the subject, if that makes sense.
It does make sense.
A bit backwards, but anyway.
But I think it can be really tantalizing to go viral, and then it can make you think that something else is going on, and it can feed the ego.
I mean, I'm sure that's there too. I mean, I'm sure it felt like a validation. It's like, I love this thing, right? I really love talking about voice because it really helped me so much. I just think everybody, I don't know why everybody doesn't know this stuff. So I'm sure it does validate the dark side of my ego at some level. But actually, it's just really, really nice to talk about stuff that I think helps people in a world that is full of, can I say, in a world that's full of bullshit, a lot of the time.
Yep. There's a lot of nonsense out there, but you are not a nonsense. Okay, so tell me about another risk. And you didn't submit this answer beforehand, but we talked about it before we started recording, and it would be so remiss of me not to try to unpick this with you.